What's happening, Wisdom Warriors of Light? Back at it for another video. How's everybody doing, man? So we're on the other side of the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. We're on the other side of it, and to be honest with you, I really felt like the energies for me was a lot lighter. As you can see, I'm here at the park, and just here's a little view of where I'm at, and I'm about to get out there and absorb some sunlight and go for a walk and receive some downloads, and just there's a beautiful tree right beside me here that you guys are viewing in the video, and I love it. Gotta love it. I kind of wanted to get into a little bit of a video and talk about the heart, but before I do that, I want to thank every single one of you for I want to thank everybody for subscribing, sharing, commenting, and liking, and just, to all the new subscribers, I am greatly and deeply thankful for each and every one of you. And, hopefully that you're getting, hopefully the stuff that I'm bringing is helping you in your life and helping you to expand and evolve in better ways, and just I'm going to keep on putting out videos and continue to share the things that I've used in my life to help me, and the experiences that I've gone through, and my awakening journey, and just navigating it since a little kid, and the more I can guide you all and assist you all in the things and experiences that I've gone through, and the better. We star seeds are here to shift the planet to the new earth, this huge evolution in consciousness. This is such a beautiful time to be alive, and we have so many beautiful opportunities, just in the way that we've evolved as human beings, and where we are currently. And if you can find peace and calmness amongst all of this that's happening around us in the 3D and the external world, that's true mastery. And today I really wanted to dive into a little bit of the heart, and how do you know you're following your heart? Are you following your heart? Ways that you can gauge whether you are or you aren't, and it kind of goes back to a feeling, kind of like, well, let me give you an example of the last couple days, or last week, probably last week. Now, it's funny because I've been following this individual on YouTube for a very long time. I would venture to say probably a year or more. And I've gone back and watched some of his videos here and there, and I've gravitated to it. But something recently was sparked in me, and I got guided to one of his Q&As, or videos that he's recently been posting, and it then led me to buying his book, and now it led me to taking his class, which actually starts tomorrow. And funny thing is it's all been a feeling. I get the feeling, I get guided to the individual or the website, or maybe it's a place that I'm deciding to go, kind of like the example that I gave you all with the air compressor the other day in a previous video. And if you didn't hear that video, I'll just remind you of what occurred. And I just got this feeling internally that when I went out for a walk, I came back and I said, you know what, I'm ready. I felt it internally. Somebody actually contacted me to buy the item, and I didn't feel right internally as to selling it to them because I wasn't 100% sure that it was functioning properly, even though I never used it and I bought it brand new and it just sat there. I still didn't feel comfortable and right in selling it to her and meeting with her, and it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right in my body, and I felt that, and I went with it. And I then I got up in the morning and I went for a walk after doing breath work and Kundalini yoga and, all the practices that I do in the morning, meditation and everything. Then I go for a walk, and I found myself coming back and looking at it and saying, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to donate it. I feel it in my body. I feel it. I kind of got led from that woman. It pushed me even harder into doing that. So it's like a progressive, almost like you're being led in a progressive way to these different things if you follow the feeling. If you resist it, well, then you're going to be led on a different path, right? But if you follow that feeling in your body, like it feels good, or does it feel good, or does it feel bad? Like, it did not sit well with me. I knew it from a logical standpoint. I knew it from a feeling and a sensation in my body. And that, my friends, is going with the heart. That's following the heart. That's being led by the heart. Versus like you having you saying, well, either way is being led from the heart. Whether you get a terrible, unsettling feeling in your body, that's leading you to like, maybe you need to think about this. Maybe it's not such a good idea you do that. Like I felt with not selling it to her. And then what was ironic about it was I went to the place that I normally go and they wouldn't take it. And they recommended me somewhere else, and that somewhere else was closed. And then I ended up somewhere else a little bit further to go to the same place but in a different city where they did take it. But I was going with the feeling that I felt. And I wasn't going like thinking in my mind. It was like I felt it and I followed it. And that's the heart. Now, sometimes, again, you're not always going to, your heart can lead you to things and places that are not necessarily what you may want. But that's okay. Like, it's happening for a reason, to probably expand you or for you to grow. But when you don't resist it and you just follow it, like for example, like I said, I got led to watch another one of his videos, and then I got led to buy his book, and then I started reading the book, and then I found out he's doing a class this week and that he discounted it. So then all of a sudden this morning, I kept getting the feeling during meditation and yoga, I need to buy my ticket. I need to find out whether or not it's Eastern time or another time zone, because I had other things going on. So lo and behold, I signed up with, when I went on the website, it actually said EST for Eastern time. And then I got an email back, which I did email days ago, asking whether it's Eastern time or what. And so but that came in today after I signed up. And then the person that I have an appointment with, I asked them if they wanted to do an hour earlier. It worked out. They did. And so it's like all falling into place if you follow the heart. But I'm not going to say that it's an easy path. The spiritual path is far from easy, whether you follow your heart or not. No one's saying that it's easy or going to be any simpler. No one's saying that, because neither path is easy or simple. But the spiritual path takes a lot more courage, because you're going with the feeling versus planning everything out, writing it down, goal orienting it. All of that stuff is of course so you think it's playing it safe, but in actuality it really isn't. I feel like playing it safe more is following the feeling, following your heart. Like I said, and then I signed up for this class because I feel like this is something I need right now. But it's not only something that I need, I'm following the feeling, I'm following my heart, whether I need it or not. There's a reason that my heart had me follow this path to get to this class. For whatever reason, I'll find out. Maybe I won't find out till after the class. Maybe I will. Maybe I will while I'm taking it. Maybe other downloads will come through. But we have to start settling into, we can't know everything. And the old ways of doing things is logically trying to figure everything out, understand everything. How am I going to get across that bridge when the bridge is broken in the center and it's dense, thick fog and I can't see on the other side of the bridge? How am I going to get to the other side? Like we think logically. How are we going to do that? Versus like following our heart, paying attention what feels good, following what feels good in the body, but we've been so numbed out and distracted that we don't follow our feeling and we don't follow the heart. And then we end up in these situations that we could have avoided. Not to say that any situation or anything is bad, because it's all kind of essentially leading you to the same place. Some are just going to take you longer than others. If you did follow the heart, you probably, from what I have experienced in my life, is you get to that place you're trying to go sooner. But where are we really trying to get to? It never ends. We're always expanding, we're always growing. But the key takeaway in this video is to follow the feeling in the heart, which the feeling is the heart. Does it feel good? It didn't feel good to me to sell that unit to that woman. It just didn't. So I went with, let me donate it. And they'll test it out, and they'll, before they put it on the shelf, and someone will get it really cheap, and it'll help somebody out. So somebody out there really needed it more than I needed to make that money from it. So I followed the heart and I followed the feeling, and it took me to a couple different cities before finally it was accepted and they took it, and now it's going to go on the shelf and be sold for a very cheap rate, and the money will go to someone that needs it. And, we have to always remember that it's not only about us, it's bigger than us. And that, that $100 that I would have made is going to go so much farther by me having donated it to someone that can use it, and then that money will go to something else. So it's serving multiple purposes versus going into my pocket, and it's sat there for the last year to 2 years. I probably bought it before 2020 and I never used it once. Still had the pamphlets right there, everything. It was never even used. It got turned on and that was about it. It was one of those air compressors, like the big air compressors, And so, sometimes it's not only about us, it's bigger than us. And, but it comes down to us following our heart. And the more we follow our heart, the more in tune we're going to be with that. The more magic is going to happen because you're leading from your heart, and you're going with what the heart is wanting versus like you doing things that you don't want to be doing and you hate, and you are now creating suffering and disease in your body because you're doing things you don't want to do, and you're going against your soul and your heart, and you're not in alignment with your soul. So, if you can take anything away from this video, to start paying attention in your body, and I've said it many times on this channel, on other videos, start paying attention to what feels good in your body. And I was able to tell immediately that it felt good to sign up for that it felt good to donate that air compressor, that it felt good to buy that book, that it felt good to watch that video of him that led me to the book, that led me to the class. That's how it works, man. And that's how it worked with me going to the EE system, the med beds. How I was led to a Zoom to somebody that we had to work some things out with, to then going to the EE system medbed place, to then meeting this family that is running the whole place and owns it, who are like-minded individuals like me, who we had hours and hours of conversation, who couldn't wait for me to come back there. To then now it might lead to some other stuff that I'm working on, which I'll talk about in the future. So, you know, this is how following the heart works, man. Magic happens. Miracles happen when you follow your heart and you follow the feeling, the good feeling. You know, your body's there to tell you good, bad, indifferent. If it doesn't feel good in the body, listen to what your body's saying. It's telling you something for a reason. There's a reason it's telling you it doesn't feel good to eat that food that you are about to eat. It's telling you for a reason not to hang out with those people, for a reason. Then we go and we do it, and then we find out that it was the worst thing we could have done, and we created more suffering for ourselves. So, again, if you can take anything away from this video, pay attention to your body. It's there to tell you things for a reason. Ask your body, how is it doing? Is this okay if I do this? How does this feel? How does this feel if I call this person? It's another thing that I wanted to mention, that a friend of mine, who I'm so glad that I followed my heart and listened and gave him a call. And you know who you are, man, because you know I'm going to be sending you all my channels and everything, and you're going to be subscribing and following my content, so you know who you are. I'm so grateful that I followed my heart and I listened to my intuition, and I called him because I was getting messages for quite a while now to do it, and I just got caught up in other things, and things happened and I wasn't fully listening. And then all of a sudden today I listened and I followed what I was feeling, and I made that call, and I'm so glad I did. And you know, we caught up and we got to speak and we got to shoot the shit, and it was really really a good moment, and I'm glad that I listened and I followed my heart. And that's what I mean by, are you following your heart? Are you listening to your heart in everything you're doing and things the way you're moving in the world? Just listen, man. Just feel into it. Feel what feels good and follow it. Like I said, if you're about to hang out with some friends and it doesn't feel good in your body, then don't do it. Cancel it. There's a reason your body's telling you, not like the feelings you're getting that are coming up. There's a reason. So stop ignoring it, man. It's your compass. It's your guidance. So I hope this video found you with some knowledge that you can use, or some, you know, just that will help you grow and expand. I hope that, like I said, you're not just using this for entertainment, but you're using it to help yourself grow and evolve, and just help you in different areas of your life. So with that being said, man, I love you all. Thank you for subscribing, for commenting, for liking, for sharing. I love reading your comments. You're helping not only me, but you're helping this community with other people that are struggling and going through the same things you're going through. You're not alone. None of us are alone. We're all one. We're all connected. I hope that, again, you get something out of this, and it really helps you in your life. So with that being said, take care of yourselves and each other. From my heart to yours, there's a butterfly flying right beside my car as I end this video. Another sign of transformation for all of us, and whoever's listening to this far in the video, you're going through a transformation, man. I love you all again. Take care of yourself. Get yourself out in nature. Nature heals all. We are nature. Get out there, man. Enjoy nature. Enjoy life. Experience all of it, man. Take care of yourselves again and each other. I will see you soon in the next one. I love you all. Take care. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors of Light. We got this.